ambassadors, it's Marina. So a few of you haven't been going through the tours through the tunnels like you should be when you're taking your tours. So I'm here to show you how to do that today. So as you can see, I'm in front of the Molecular and Cellular Biology building. So when you come out of Coppin, you're going to walk down Washington by Jackson, and you're going to turn right up this sidewalk and walk into MCB. So follow me. So while you're walking up here, you can always talk about the Jackson Hall and how we have a mortuary science program here, and we're the only ones to use actual courses. That's on the 3rd floor, and you can see that the windows are shaded. So you can use that as a talking point in this situation if you want. Sorry, I might giggle a little bit. We're just doing one take, and this is a little awkward since I'm walking by myself backwards without a tour. But I just wanted to show you guys how to use the tunnels so that we make sure that you're taking your tours in the tunnels. It's extremely important, being that we are a school that talks about our tunnel system and has a pride about our tunnel system, that we take them there. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into MCB and we're going to go down the stairs. So we will show you how we're going to do that. As you're walking, there are lots of different things that you can talk about. In here you can talk about this new structure that was just built in front of the Molecular and Cellular Biology building, and it's supposed to signify all of the research that we do here at the university. So come on inside. Follow me. And I also want to give a shout out to Jackie for filming this for me. I really appreciate it. We got out of class early, so I decided to do this. Come on in. Okay. When you walk inside, you'll notice that there are lots of chairs over here that you can point out. You can kind of show them. Talk to them about how in every building there are places where people can sit and study. They can take a nap, they can eat food, they can do whatever they want. And it's really nice because once you get up in your higher level classes, all of your classes are typically in the same building or same area. So it's really nice that in between classes you have the opportunity to sit and stay here and work in all these different places just to get some homework done and things like that. So if you keep walking, you can point out that this is a very large lecture hall over here. And for me, I would say that I've had my experience in there because that's where my Biology 1001 class is. This is a really good place also to stop for a bathroom break because it's kind of the midpoint of your tour. So the restrooms are right here. So you can have them stop here for the restroom, wait for the rest of your tour. Some of those mothers usually need to run to the bathroom. And then you'll come down here, come down the stairs. Don't walk backwards down the stairs, not the best idea. Typically when you're walking back, or when you're walking down the stairs, you can talk to the parents and the families about any questions that they might have, or you can keep talking about what you're talking about. But this is a great place to answer questions because you aren't talking to the whole group necessarily. So it's a great place to just answer some of the people who are here some of their questions. Again, I should point out that there are still more benches here for you to study at and sit there. Usually here, because I'm quite hilarious and witty, I usually make some kind of joke about how we're entering the health center area, and so you'll see a lot of people in lab coats and in scrubs and all of that, and so you'll see that. So keep on walking. You walk down the hall, it's a good place to stop here and point out this and how we have bulletin boards all over the university and all over the campus for students to check out things that are going on. So this is specifically for the College of Biological Sciences. So you'll have different postings for, an apartment or things that are going on specifically within the College of Biological Sciences. And you can kind of just point out the different things that they have here, just so that students know what they have available to them and how this is all over. So not only do they have the internet, they actually have actual posting areas that they can use. Keep walking. So we're still in the Molecular and Cellular Biology building. And we're going to be a little bit creepy, but you'll do this on your tours too. You're going to stop at this lab right here. It's 2136, and this is actually where I had my lab for my biology class. you'll kind of just let the parents walk up to the window and talk about the lab. And you can say, you know, if there are classes that are larger there, and especially if they're science classes, they're split up into lab sections, and if they're social sciences or English classes, they're split up into discussion sections, and those are no more than 30 students, and you're able to talk to them and become closer with different people in your classes, and it's a smaller setting, so that if you have specific questions, you don't want to ask in front of a large lecture hall, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. Also in your lab sections, you'll have different assignments and different things that'll happen that'll help you understand the material that's going on. So this is an example of a lab, so you have them be able to walk in, not walk in necessarily because most of the time it's not open and there are typically classes in there, so kind of just peek their head in. Pretty much these students are pretty used to it. So peek their head in, let them look around, show them that it is a smaller lab, so it is not, there aren't that many kids in there. So then you're going to walk through these double doors here, and you can explain to them as you go through these doors that right now you are in a tunnel system, and here, when you enter these doors, you're now in moon towers. So you just walk from the molecular and cellular biology to moon towers. So that allows you to explain to them that the tunnel system is not scary. It's literally like a hallway that connects you to the different buildings, so you don't have to go outside. It makes things a lot easier, because I know that parents do get concerned that tunnels are going to be these dark, dingy places, so it's a great opportunity for you to show them. This is one of the most difficult parts on your tour because there are lots of doorways and you need to be careful when you're walking backwards. You can kind of make a joke about that to your tour group also, that they have to be your eyes for you since you're walking backwards. So now what you can do is you can walk around this way. You can point out the kiosks behind you. So you can point out the kiosks and how they're all over the university. If you've already pointed them out, usually people point them out at Smith Hall when you stop and check out that lecture hall. But you can stop and say, hey, really I wasn't kidding, they are all over campus. Something like that, just so people know that they really are. As you keep walking, you can point out the Health Career Center and talk about how we have career center here, multiple career centers here, and those allow you to figure out different job opportunities, internship opportunities. They help you with resumes and things like that, and they're a great opportunity on campus. It's so awkward, but it's okay. When you have a tour, it won't be awkward, but when you're by yourself, it's awkward. You can also stop and you can talk about the daily if you haven't talked about that already, since you will be passing a little daily booth there, and have them grab a booth. And then as you keep going, you can talk about Java City here, and how a lot of our buildings have different places where you can get food and drink and coffee, and make a little joke about how all college students love their coffee, and this is a great opportunity for them to get it. I'm telling you, I'm full of those fun jokes. Also, as you walk down here, you can point them out that these are some of our larger auditoriums that are mainly for med students here. But those are available for you to go into as well. I also always point out these vending machines and talk about how you can put money on your Gopher card and how you can use the ATM and then the Gopher Gold to Card machine also, so that you can put the money in the machine and put it on your card and use any of the vending machines with your U card. And that's a great opportunity for you to talk about how students don't need to carry around their money in their wallets. They can just carry around their U card, and everything is on their U card. Reiterate the importance of the U card, and that it's a picture, that it gets you into different buildings, including your residence halls. It's like your library card, you can print from it, all these different things. And as you go, just kind of build on that U card, because it is an important thing for students here. Again, don't forget to talk about your own experiences, so if you've had classes in here, don't forget to talk about that also. So you'll also notice that there are a bunch of signs up on the top. So while you're giving tours, if you can't remember what buildings you're going in, surprise! All the signs are right there, so that'll help you. So right now we're actually walking into Weaver Dunsford Hall. So right now we're also walking through the Gopher Tunnel Way, or the Gopher Way, the tunnel system. So you again tell them, look, you didn't even know it, but we just went through 3 buildings. And it was super easy, and you didn't have to go outside. Could hold your coat in your hand, no problem. And thank you, Jackie. Hold your coat and not have to worry about going outside in the rain like it is today. Also here you can talk about how this is the pharmacy and the school of dentistry, and the school of nursing, all in this area. There we go. So again, it's written everywhere, so if you can't remember necessarily what building you're walking through, you can mention it here. You can also, here is where I like to talk about, because it is School of Dentistry around here also, is how the Moose Towers looks like a tooth when you're far away, and that Moose Towers is one of the easiest buildings to locate from anywhere in the city, so it tells you right where campus is, so if you get a little bit lost, you can always find the building that looks like a molar and find your way back to campus. I don't know, it might be stupid, but another one of my little fun facts that I love to throw out. So you might have seen a lot of the doors, and that's what I was talking about, being careful walking through the doors. So as soon as you get out of Weaver Dunsford Hall, we're going to walk up the stairs, and right there you'll be by Superblock. Can you see that out there? Yeah, so you'll be right by Superblock, so you'll go out there, and you'll go to your Superblock Residence Hall if that's where you're going. If not, you can turn left and go right up to the rec center. So I hope you have learned a lot by going through the tunnels today, and I will post this on YouTube so that all of you can see it, and hopefully all of you will watch it, and then we'll show it in meeting. All right, happy tour.